Hello, hello, hello.
Hello,
I
can you
can hear
guys
you,
hear
Carter.
me? Oh,
I can
nice,
also hear
perfect.
you, man.
Okay, tech works. The tech works. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Hello,
Hello.
hello. Can people hear us? Give us a shout on the comments if you guys can. Perfect. Soul Calibur has just let us know that we're definitely live. People can hear us, and there are no tech problems. Great. Just want to say straight up that I love what you guys have done with the new sort of waiting screen. Like it's great. You can see the cryptomons change a little bit. There's like nice, cute text on the side. It just really goes to show how much has changed since we started all of this, right? Don't you think?
Well, first of all, indeed, I have to say then, big kudos, of course, to the marketing team and to Michelle and Mark for an amazing job they've done on this. Especially Mark creating all this setup and Michelle coordinating everything. So, which you guys don't see them, but they are actually in the background every time we do a live, every time we do something, they are in the background organizing, chatting. So, also send some love for Mark and Michelle and the entire marketing team. They do deserve it.
Yeah.
But yes,
Mark is a hero, honestly. Amazing job all the time.
but I think it's kind of this is end of all founders you.
I was so happy when we said we were going to do one of these. Like none of the fancy stuff, none of the fluff, none of the big productions. Just you, me on a stream chatting to people like we did all the way back then, right?
Exactly, it's kind of back to the root. But so the first things, guys, that me and Carter, when we decided we were discussing also yesterday, we were there and chatting, and we were saying, okay, what we're gonna say, in this end of the year stream. I mean,
Yeah,
I think if we're looking backwards, overall 2022 has been a tough year, generally speaking. We will deep dive. I mean, there is so many things that happen during the year. I think it has been a tough year for everyone in all the different condition. We had war, financial crisis, food crisis, crypto
everything.
winter, Luna, FTX. I mean, you can add it. If you have anything, just throw it in. Just get out of the 1 second. I see no audio,
Oh
only me,
no,
no
some people are
sound.
losing audio.
Are you good, guys? Because everything looks good from here. Audio's
Audio's back.
back.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
okay. So probably it was just like a little bit of delay in the connection, because actually I'm in Rome. I'm not in my setup. As you can see, I'm from the laptop in a very dark room. Amazing. You can hear us now. So as we
We
were
lock him in the
saying,
dark room and make him work. That's what we do to our CEO.
but yeah, I think indeed last year has been this year that is getting to an end has been an exciting, but on the other hand tough. We kick it off 2022 with a big announcement of our Series A investment, where we did announce that we closed $10 million in investment from VCs from the Silicon Valley, and that was kind of an amazing results for all of us. And then straight after, the entire market decided to collapse.
Yes, perfect timing.
Yeah, exactly. So time-wise for us was an amazing, because at the end of the day, we were capable, and we are still capable, to serve this storm and getting at the end of 2022. But if I look backwards, indeed, I mean, 2022 has been like, I mean, when we started, we were just a team of 10. Now we are kind of a team of 35, 38, and we keep growing in that
Yeah.
perspective, right?
I mean, well, let's just jump straight into it, right? Like it was a crazy year. Let's sit down, have some time to look back and reflect on how we've grown on the past 12 months. So like you said, company wise, we started with 10, we're now 35. We've had, quite a lot of people join our team. It's been an amazing journey. Like even in the lower team for myself, the team has grown quite a bit. We've doubled our headcount essentially, and there's a lot of stuff that's happening a lot faster than how it was before. But that's from my end. What about you? What do you feel like? How do you feel like things have changed since the start
Well,
of the year?
I mean, especially for me, things has changed a lot because as you guys, when I'm a kind of a doer person, so the first smart contract of Cryptomon, I wrote it myself and stuff like that, and of course, when the company, grew from the just a team of 10 to a team of 35 and counting, my responsibilities as CEOs and my focus, it's kind of shifted. It wasn't that deep in the gritty nitty details, but it was more like holistic. It turns out like for me it was kind of a challenge, to be honest. I struggle quite a bit to follow in this news, but it's back up. So yeah, it's been tough. I've learned a lot. I think if I look backwards, at the end of the day, I'm happy with what we achieved with the entire team and as a company. The people that we brought in, the results we got. Question that I'm always ask myself, at the end of the year is, could have we done better? Is there something that we could have, done better? Could have been other decision that we should have taken maybe earlier, or maybe not taking the decision at all, or actually taking decision that we haven't taken. And at the end of the day, yes, my answer is I'm not fully satisfied, because that's kind of my way of being, not ever, being really satisfied. There is always the next step. There is always the next achievement that we want to achieve. And this is kind of also the culture that, we have in crypto money, is to not feel satisfied, because the moment that you feel, oh no, I do
Real quick,
again.
sorry. Yeah, it's dropped again. A couple of people are commenting on the chat.
Yeah, I think it's still again connecting. It will be back. It should go back now. Let me see. Guys,
although to be fair, their comments are like slightly delayed. So by the time they hear us saying this, hopefully audio will already be back.
Yeah, it's because it's as I said here, no audio for past like minute and a half. In YouTube is okay. Also okay, probably is the multi-stream Wi-Fi signal and using my iPhone as a thing. So yeah, I can definitely repeat crypto trader. So as I was saying, if I look backwards, definitely I'm happy with the results, but the question that I ask myself is, there is something that we could have done better? And the answer is yes. I'm not fully satisfied. I think we should have, took some decision smarter. We should avoid taking some other decision and stuff like that. But of course, also for me and for everyone in the team is a never-ending learning experience, because at the end of the day, none of us ever found ourselves in a situation like this, that you kind of, audio is gone again. Fuck me. Oh,
not a great day today.
Not a great day today, but let me try to re-enable also the Wi-Fi as a backup. It might work again. Your voice does not come to us. Yeah, I know. But I think it's just to connection.
One sec while we fix this.
Sec. Always in the moment that I'm telling, the most.
Yeah, when you're explaining everything, and then you just cut.
Important part.
And right after that, you will come back.
Exactly. And let me see here if now, I'm connected full speed, so now it should be back. Guys, give me let me know if it's all good. On YouTube is working normally, so it might be instead actually not my connection issue, but it might be an issue with Twitch, because people are saying that on YouTube is working. So guys, if you're still having audio dropping, move over to YouTube. It looks like on YouTube is working better. Working again. Good. Okay. Yeah, I will try the last time. I will try the last time with this.
We can do this.
Yeah, you sound strange on Twitch. It might be indeed on Twitch stuff, but luckily we are good on YouTube, so you can everyone listen. So as I was saying, again, I will try to make it shorter again one more time. Looking backwards, it's been an amazing year. We've done a lot of stuff, but if I'm looking forward, I would actually say that I'm happy, because we made a tremendous progress forward as a company, from a product perspective, as a team. But definitely, if I ask myself, is there anything we could have done better? The answer is yes. So not really fully satisfied, I would say. And the reason is because at the end of the day, I think this is how you should be. If you want to create, the next big company or the next big product, you should never settle. You should never be satisfied. You should always look for, okay, how can we be better tomorrow? How can we be the better version of ourselves? And as I said, for us, looking backwards, it was kind of the first day. The Cryptomon companies, guys, is no older than 1 year and a half. Is the same age as my kid, Carlo. They were born together, actually. And so in 1 year and a half, so many things happened. And it was definitely, for us, it was kind of, surfing at tsunami. And when you surf a tsunami that you never surfed before, is definitely you're going to make mistakes along the way. But it's important to recognize those mistakes and trying to, correct and to adjust and to avoid to do those mistakes again. And this is, I think, is something that you can definitely see from the way we are working at Cryptomon, what we are sharing, and the entire changes. For example, Carter, we can talking about the from 1 games to 3 games, value proposition, which is always what we were saying. And at a certain point, we realized that we were building actually 3 games and not only 1 game, and we came up indeed with a new branding and new positioning. Or we realized at a certain point that we were too far from a gaming company looks like. In our communication, we always said that we are a gaming company, and at the end of the day, we were not communicating as a gaming company. The look and feel we had, it wasn't the same. And so we started going back to those, principles and to make them better. Product-wise, I mean, you just saw the Trainer Hub. We realized that indeed, again, in the rush of building and delivering, we had created a lot of stuff, but not really connected together because we were just chasing. And therefore, we had the Trainer Hub is another, example of this, look backwards and see, okay, what can we improve and how can we improve it, and what do we do, differently next time. So if I look there, I think 2022 for me and for the entire crypto company has been a very, foundation here, so to say, because we tested a lot. We made a lot of tests. Some of those went well. Some of those didn't went as expected. I have in my mind, the Binance merchandise sale that didn't actually went as expected.
But
that was
actually always 2020, right?
Sorry?
I mean, hindsight is always 2020, right? Like you look back and think like, how could I not have picked up on that? But you're never going to be able to tell. And all we can do really moving forward is learning from those mistakes. But yeah, please go on.
Exactly. And therefore, I mean, that is an clear example. We thought about it, and then we realized, okay, that was actually, there were some things that we didn't take in consideration. We should have taken in consideration, and indeed, the new things that went on also in terms of merchandise, or we changed also the approach. So at the end of the day, when you find yourself in a situation like ours, it's all about, you have most of the time you have no idea what you should do. You have a lot of what is the right path. I mean, you have a lot of ideas, that could work, but how do you know which one is the right one? And as a company culture, we have this kind of feeling of saying, when in doubt, if you have 3 different options, instead of pick one and, finger crossed it is going to work, actually, let's gonna try.
And that's why you see our webpage changing all the time, our website updating, trying out different things. That's because we test, and we test.
A lot. Oh, wait. Okay. Looks like in any case, the audio issues is gone. I don't see anyone having more issues with,
I'm on the
the
YouTube
audio.
live chat now. So I can, guys, if you want to say anything, if you guys want to throw anything to the mix, I'm on the YouTube live chat. So just post your comments there and I should be able to see them. But yeah, so I mean, like we've talked about quite a few things, that the team growth, the fact that not ignore the elephant in the room. It was definitely 2022 was definitely an interesting time for the economy. The crypto markets wasn't exactly in its best place. Luna, FTX, I could go on, right? The list is endless. But Umberto, you briefly mentioned something about how, you consider 2022 to be sort of like the foundational year. So did you want to elaborate on that, or do you want to put this conversation to a side and move on? And, let's talk about the future. Let's talk about 2023.
No, well, I mean, you touch point, on the, what happened in 2022. There has been, I think everyone has been, I mean, if we look at, I mean, I remember the day that we got the the journalists from Business Insiders, get back to us and say, "Hey guys, I want to cover your story about your round," and we were super excited because he said, "Oh, this is finally a big news." I mean, we are a small startup, not even 1 year, and we just raised $10 million from Silicon Valley VCs, ex early investor in Discord, early investor in Patreon. So we're talking about guys that they know where to invest their money. Those guys is getting the money from them. It's really like a very nice achievement, so to say. And I remember we were so
believe in us. It means something, right?
Exactly. That was kind of the feeling. And then I remember when we got a Business Insider that wants to cover us, we were so excited, and we were saying, "Oh, this is also going to be a nice way for us, to push the news out there, and all of our community members, they will be happy, because I think with this news we will also be able to gather more attention on our project." And maybe some buying pressure on the Cayman coin. So for all of our holders, they will finally, also see a little bit of, positive trends there and stuff like that, and they can leverage that. And the day before our announcement regarding the round, I don't remember if it was the day before, a couple of days before, or straight after. I mean, in a few days, either before or after our announcement, what happened? Luna crushed. And so our announcement, of our 10 million round, it literally went. It didn't being heard by anyone, because
like
everyone
was nobody was paying attention.
Nobody was paying attention. Everyone was talking about Luna and what happened with Luna, the money that people lost with crypto. So the moment that we had something big news to say, "Hey guys, we are actually a very nice company, very nice project. We have been backed by top-notch Silicon Valley VCs. So if you're looking to invest or to follow or to join a community, join ours." And in the exact moment Luna decided to crash, and of course the trust in the entire crypto space collapsed. And so nobody actually, we were not really able to leverage that. And that was kind of a first punch in the face for us, because also from that moment, if you look at also the token value is starting to drop. Even though if you look at how our Cayman coin dropped, at the end of the day also we are very if I'm looking at it, I'm kind of happy, because if you look at the transactions and everything, you see that the actual drops we had, of course, there has been sale pressure, but that's normal in a bear market. But also most of it is because actually our token is bind to BNB. So if BNB goes down, our token value goes down, even though nobody's selling. And that is something that probably everyone noticed, during, the BNB FUD. There has been like a couple of weeks ago that the token was going down, and as soon as the BNB FUD was over, the token started to go up again. Not because people started selling or started buying, it was just because the BNB was going up and down. And therefore then we started, and this was Luna, but luckily also, as I said, when we made the announcement saying, "Hey guys, in any case, don't worry, we just close 10 million, so we have 10 million cash in the bank account, so and this money are going to last us for the next 18 months, especially for building the product, and we are also not capable to touch our foundation reserve, which we haven't touched yet since the beginning of the project, because we are sustaining ourselves, and plus we're making some revenues already, so the company is still, it's still safe. So we're positive, and we kept building. And then we get to the point, and a certain point, we said that we wanted to start, moving a little bit more attention again. When we got to practice mode and the battles, plus the Challenge a Friend was a kind of a very big release, also because finally we can support PvP, and we started some sort of a growth plan. Okay, how do we onboard users and stuff like that. And then again, what happened? It happened that FTX blown up, and again,
our timing is always perfect, So
no,
from
exactly.
now on, I think we just randomize the timings. Let's not try to pick any time.
That I was actually there is a joke that I was telling to some other of our colleagues. I was saying, guys, if you really want to make money, start short the market every time we have a good news to share, because look at the historical data. I mean, every time we have a very good news to share, every time we have a very good things that allows us, to generate hype and attention on us, something very bad happen in the entire market. So
Yeah.
if you're looking to, take a risky short position, just wait for us to get to a very good release or something and start short the market, because technically speaking, this is always work. Of course, it's not a financial advice. It's
Let us
just
know how
joking.
that goes well for you, right? If anybody here is going to try and take that advice, let us know how that goes.
No, exactly. So no, it's not a financial. It's just a joke that, of course, that we have, and we are at the end of the day, we trying to be in the team, and this is also thanks for everyone that is listening for us and the entire people in the community. Our token holders and our NFT holders, because at the end of the day, we are making the biggest pressure that I have when I wake up in the day is to respond to those people. I mean, the people that are that bought our token and are holding our token and they bought our NFT, they keep playing the game and they are believing in us, are is the reason why we're doing what we're doing at the end of the day. And those are the people, those are the important shareholders, so to say, or stakeholders of our company. And I don't want to fail on them. I just want to make it sure that all the trust that you guys are giving us is well posed, so to say. And on the other hand, that we are trying everything that we could, that we are not going to spare every single second of our energy to make it happen, because we do think about you. Especially, I don't know if Carter think about you, but I do think about you guys.
Hey! I worked over Christmas and Boxing Day because I had ideas in my head and I was putting them all down to paper. So hey, I got you
Okay.
guys.
Exactly. I mean, everyone, that's important also for you to think about it, that we at Crypto, we do really feel responsible and, accountable to make sure that you are betting on us, long story short, and you're betting on the game, you're betting on us as a company and on us as a team. So we really want to make sure that, we will give everything that we have to make sure that the bet you are making on us is going to be a successful bet. That's important, and that also the reason why also during we never took any short position or any risky position with our funds or with our foundation reserves and stuff like that. I mean, I think what happened with FTX is exposed a lot of projects that took risky, so to say, position on their funds, on their foundation reserves, in order to generate more cash flow. And at the end of the day, it was a risk position, and indeed, it happened what it happened, and we saw even bigger project than ours being totally, I wouldn't say wiped out, but suffering a lot, because they allocated, I don't know, 80% of their foundation reserve on FTX for in an investment fund and whatsoever, hoping to make like 10% per year, because but Ben, if you're hoping to make 10% per year, and it's kind of a risky position, why do you take that risky position? At the end of the day, what really matters is the product that you're building. Is the are you going to build? It doesn't. You're not gonna make enough money just with those risk positions. Taking those risk position in our case, and never felt worth enough, so to say. The trade-off wasn't positive. The only trade-off that we do see positive is working hard on the product, working hard on the storytelling, working hard on the marketing, working hard on the merchandise, working hard on really delivering value to our community and to the market, instead of trying to catch value from the market without really working our ass off. And at the end of the day, I think this is something that, again, long term is playing already. When we started, we immediately called ourselves Play and Earn, not Play to Earn. And when the Play to Earn hype was at maximum, most of the people didn't look at CryptoMon as a project. They went to other project, in order to collect, to earn quick money. But then what happened? All of those projects are dead, and CryptoMon is still here and is still alive and is still building. And because we said play to earn doesn't make any sense for us. It's not sustainable. It's not what we want to build. We want to build a long-lasting business. So we are more play and earn. And again, long-term is playing out. The same, not taking any risk position with our foundation reserve or even with the cash that we got from investors, and just keep them in the bank account to pay the employees, to pay the...
my sweets. That's right.
Sorry?
Keep them in the bank to pay for my snacks and my sweets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which are quite expensive. Fuck you. But yes, and at the end of the day, it paid out. Crypto is still here. We're still building. I wouldn't say, I cannot be and say that everything is, blooming, that everything is going great and amazing, because actually there is always, some shit all around. It was always like that. And next year we're going to start also taking actions in order to clean and optimize and making sure that the company is safe. And this is the most important things. The company is safe, so the company can build a product that everyone is aiming for, the product that everyone is dreaming for. This is the only things that matters. And if we are able to keep the company safe, if we're able to deliver the product, then the bet that our community and you guys have made on Cryptomon will be a positive bet. It's as simple as that at the end of the day.
I mean, I think the summary of all of this is, look, we're here for the long term. Hopefully from the start, we've said this from the start. Hopefully our actions up until now have proven that. And if Umberto always talks about how we are going to make our investors proud, right? You guys who have believed in us since the start. And if nothing else, even if you don't believe anything else that we've said, the fact that we have survived 2022, the fact that we're still here talking to you on this Founders Talk, that alone should tell you something about the fact that we're not going anywhere. The fact that we're going to be here in 2023, we're going to be here in 2024. We're going to keep building and build the product that we promised you that we would build. But maybe that's enough looking back.
Yeah, exactly. We start becoming nostalgic, right? It start becoming,
back in the days. But I was looking at the time, right? And I was just thinking, a Founders Talk show wouldn't be a Founders Talk show if we didn't stick to some traditions of ours. And the number one tradition that we always have is that Umberto has to drop some spoilers. Am I right, Umberto? Am I right?
Indeed. I mean, I want to... we were discussing with Carter, also, first of all, because I still need to keep my role of king of spoiler on top of Brian, because the guy, Brian, you lost at your game. Just to make it clear, I just want to say that, guys, Brian didn't went forward in the Brazucamon tournament, and he lost at his own game.
We're very happy about that. We're very happy about it.
I'm super happy. He is not, but just saying out there. So indeed, before getting into the spoiler, because the spoiler needs a little bit of context. The big spoiler of today actually needs a bit of context. So as Carter, we were saying, 2022 has been a tough year. It's been, I think we call it a foundation year. So we built our ship. The problem is, of course, that we started building our ship in the middle of a storm. So we had a lot of problem building the ship. Not everything went as expected, because of course, trying to build a ship while you are in the fucking middle of the storm. But yeah, we're getting there. And we are almost at the end of the shipbuilding. And, we do expect that by the end of Q1 next year, the biggest chunk of the ships is ready to finally set sail. So then if we look at 2022 as a foundation year, then 2023 main objective, and then you can call the 2023 years as the growth year. You've been asked this so much, and you were asking us a lot, and you may have seen actually in some specific community. For example, in Italy, we have a small campaign going on doing a lot of testing. And again, during the last quarter, we did a lot of tests in terms of marketing activation and user acquisition in order to understand, what are the bottlenecks and stuff like that before really, put the feet on the gas, so to say. And we figured out what needs to be done. So by the end of Q1 next year, together with the product, and getting to the PvE and PvP and Battle League and so on, and free to play, hopefully, we are starting also implementing and creating a better user funnel. And the reason why is because if we want to growth right now, guys, we need to be, how can I say, realistic that the Web3 IP things is gone, and it's very difficult for us. I mean, we have a lot of activities such as the GAP program, which will go live hopefully also during January, where we're going to start onboarding using from guilds, offering the leasing system. So we and you guys, we will be able to lease, to lease out your Cryptomons to new players that wants to play, thanks to the partnership we made with Playdex. More to come, more news to come during January. We have some big brands collaborations coming in also somewhere early next year, and we have some other across the year that we are planning. Those are usually take a lot of time, and we are finally building, closing the buildings on the first one, which I think everyone will appreciate a lot. We have the upcycle program, which is another idea that we are actually testing right now, which is to, going back to the Web3 users of dead projects and trying to onboard them in Cryptomon, offering them, a golden loot box or stuff like that in exchange of their dead NFTs. And we're doing this also supported by BNB chain. We're working together with BNB chain to find the right project and to amplify the message. And again, this is right now is in testing. We're working very on a small scale, and once everything is ready, we want to start scaling up. But this is all about Web3 part of you. But the biggest challenge, as we always said, is how do we attract Web2 users? Those are the real players. That is the, billion markets, where you have billions of players. You remember, Carter, at the beginning when we started saying that, we said that the estimate of Web3 gamers is around 50 to 70 million worldwide.
I wrote that article, so yes, I remember.
And how many gamers we have, normal gamers we have around the world?
I'll pull it up, but it was something ridiculous, like 1% or less than 1% was Web3 users, right? And they're just so, if you look at just Fortnite alone, like that alone trumps all of the gamers in the Web3 market. So the market is huge.
Exactly. And we are talking about billions of players. And so the main objective is, of course, approach those guys. Because also the Web3 sentiment or Web3 player sentiment is a little bit negative right now. And I can totally understand. I mean, we have, aside from those that are with us, of course, but those that are invested on dead projects or have been crushed, they are not so happy right now, so they're a little bit depressed, and I can understand. And so it's also difficult for us to go back to them and say, yeah, you believed in the wrong guy, believe in us. It's complicated, so we need to work a bit on that. But on the Web 2, this is a virgin total market that we can actually approach, but there is so many complication in bringing a Web 2 player that is used to download Candy Crush or whatever, Stumble Guys or whatever game on their smartphone and start playing straight away, instead of playing Cryptomon, which is a Web 3 game, so you need a wallet and stuff like that. So as I said, to get to the point of Web 2 users, we need to make a lot of changes to the entire flow of Cryptomon, and we announced them, if you remember, during the Cryptomon show with when we were with Barent, a new onboarding, the gasless, improving the Camon Coin experience, buying Camon Coin with the credit card experience. And we are actually also working very hard on that one. And you're going to love what's going to happen and what's going to be released in the upcoming, I would say, month and a half. But once everything is done, so imagine that by the end of Q1 next year, we do plan to be ready to acquire and to go and hunting for Web2 users, for real gamers, and in order to grow. So that's the reason why we call Web 2023 as the growth year. And to kick that off, we have actually already prepared something which we think is going to help us tremendously in...
I'm personally very, very excited about this, and I also want to give you guys sort of like a behind the scenes look of what it took to get this to you guys today. Now, originally we didn't plan on showing this, and yesterday Umberto was like, nah, we're showing it. We're showing it. So this is what you guys get. Also, in case anybody was interested, I actually did pull up the article. Fortnite has 250 million players. Crypto or Web3 has 41 million players at the moment. So just Fortnite alone, one single game is 5 times the number of players. Can you imagine how many players we will get when we start tapping away at the 2.5 billion players all around the world for Web2? But yes, back to you.
So, ready, Carter? So first of all, I want to say, in any case, kudos to the entire team, especially to Maurice, who was leading this project. I hope you guys are gonna love it. Finger crossed, because if you're not gonna love it, actually, this has cost quite a lot of money. So I hope that you guys are good, and a lot of time. It actually took us, I think, it took us around 3 to 4 months to get this done. But now it's ready, and this is just for you a preview. But as soon as, as I said, by the end of Q1 next year, we will start using this for acquiring users. So, guys, here for you for the first time, the first Cryptomon commercial.
Are you ready for this?
Ready for what? To kick your ass.
Fireball ahead.
No way.
Oh, yes. Oh.
Let's do one more round.
Oh, relax. It's just a game.
A strange phenomenon is happening at this very moment across the country. A giant pink moon fills the sky. Some citizens report on seeing comets directing their way straight to Earth.
Pink
Enter Pink Moon Battle.
Okay. Are you ready for this?
Ta-da! Spoiler!
That's honestly my favorite part. The one where he goes ah and then flies off. I have
No,
watched
yeah,
that
when
so
the
many
robots
times.
fall from the, when fall from the table, I
Yep.
love that too much. It was like so funny. I hope you guys love it, just like we do. As I said, it was a lot of work behind, going through casting, and especially the most complicated part was actually scripting, and working with the studio. So actually, kudos to the studio that we work with. iGlue, sorry, I got a message. iGlue, thank you very much, guys. It's been a pleasure to work with you. They made an amazing job, and again, kudos to Maurice, our creative director, that he was behind the scene, working his ass off, bringing this to life. I hope you guys, again, you like it and love it. And as I said, this is going to be used mainly after we are now cutting it in different, formats, but I hope that sooner or later you're gonna, when you are gonna watch a Twitch video or a YouTube video, this is gonna appear for you, and we're gonna start advertising and using this as a first video. And we have so many other things that are actually trailer that we're building. We're building out one trailer for Cryptomon Genesis, like the one that we've made for Cryptomon World. So it's now time. We are now prepping all the content for the growth year, which is 2023. And I hope you guys like that. If you like that, just type in Maurice is handsome this time in the chat.
Oh no, we can't have that. We can't. Oh, okay, fine. It was a very, very good commercial. I do really enjoy it. Just this once, I will allow it. Oh, there we go. Already starting to happen in chat.
Okay, Maurice is gonna love it. Goodbye, Carter. Carter, people don't love you anymore.
well, it was nice while it lasted. But yeah, I think that was all that we wanted to get out to today. I wanted to make sure that we ended the session with at least one spoiler for everybody to sort of take away. Was there anything else, Umberto, that you kind of wanted to say? Or hey guys, do you guys have any
something.
questions for us?
Exactly. If you have anything, no, because it's Michelle just typing and texting. Remember about that thing.
Very, very important. So guys, as something from me as well, thank you for reminding me, otherwise I would have forgotten. The 12-part series that is Eva's Journey, the comic that we've been working so very, very hard on. The 12th and final chapter is now officially live on the website. So make sure you go check it out. Go take a look. Let us know what you think. That is officially the end of Eva's Journey, and who knows what the future will bring. We do, but eventually you guys will see it.
I actually see one. I will pick it up. Actually, we have a question, which is, guys, land. Any news on the land purchase? So the news on the land purchase is that there is no news. So the reason why is right now we put the land. I mean, the design part of the lands is almost completed. As I said, we are not building lands just for the sake of building lands and selling NFT as a lands just for the sake of it and making a few money out of it. But the lands are going to be actually one of the most crucial component of the entire Cryptomon gameplay experience, because via the lands, player will be capable to setting up buildings like a forge or academy, crafting items, and then resell those items you can become a forger, and with those items you can resell it to other players. There is an entire economy around the lands, and therefore now, before going for the sale, we want to make sure that the economy and the design is ready and bulletproof, and we almost get there. But also, let's say that time-wise is not the best time-wise, I think, for going with the land sale. So we have decided to putting on hold. And taking extra time in order to make sure that the game design and the economy behind land is going to be good as anything in the Cryptomon game economy. As you know, we do really believe, and we do really consider balance probably one of the key of everything. I mean, I think balance is one of the key words about Cryptomon as a company and a Cryptomon as a project. We want to have a balanced tokenomics, a balanced play in their mechanics, a balanced game, and also a balanced land economy. So lands are still under our design, but I will, as soon as it's gonna be a little bit more news, maybe I will force Brian to share a little bit more spoilers of how the lands are going to work in order to keep you entertained and also to keep you posted and actually collect your feedbacks, guys, because at the end of the day, this is also a very crucial and important part for us, is always, release stuff with you in advance to collect your feedbacks. So also, regarding the commercial that you just saw, drop us your feedback. We will be love it to hear them. So then, in the next one, we can already making it better and improve it.
Let us know in the comments and in Discord as usual. We always read everything.
Good. So I think time's up. Actually, we are actually on time. It's 43 minutes that we have been live. So guys, First of all, I want to say again, it's been a pleasure working with you and working for you. From my side, from everyone in the Cryptomon company. And as I said at the beginning, we are doing our best. Literally, I stopped sleeping actually right now, just to keep working. And I started doing coding again.
He's not joking. He actually does not get enough sleep. He's not.
No, you can see it from my face actually. But yeah, I want you to really be assured that we are doing everything and we're working our ass really off to make sure that your trust in Cryptomon and your willingness to play our game is well posed and and that we're thinking about you every single day. That's an important thing, and I think especially after a tough year that everyone here, I think in one way or another, we had 2022. It wasn't an easy year, I guess, for anybody. Aside from crypto and stuff like that, there is always some shit going on. And And it's always nice to feel that, you're a part of something and you have people supporting you and caring about you, at least on, a small part of your life. And there you can literally believe and be assured and that we are taking care of that small part of your life, which is called Cryptomon. And we're doing our best to make it happen. Guys, have a great year, have a great end of the year, and have a great 2023. And see you on Telegram and see you on Discord, and let us know what do you think about it.
Happy New Year's, guys. See you guys in 2023.
Cheers.